two string together because I kind of want to talk about something that's been bugging the community. So apparently here recently, it has come out during the beta test of the new game tgc2019 that they are putting some things that were in the Tiger Woods series of games. So they're putting in a shot preview and a putt preview. For those that don't know, that's just a way to see how your shot's going to act before you hit it and give you the line on the putting green. It's before you hit the shot. So my thoughts on it is it depends how they implement it, because if it's just something you can use whenever, then it's going to completely break the game, and you're going to be, people are going to be holing shots from everywhere. So you're going to be seeing a lot more eagles, a lot more birdies, because you can hole it from pretty much anywhere. You're going to be, 50-foot putts are going to turn into 5-foot putts. But the way they did it in EA, which I hope that's the way they're going to do it. They're going to do it in this game. Is I'm going to hope that they only allow you to use it once. In other words, you hit the button, you get it once, and then after that you're on your own. So that's my hope for it, and I hope that's what they do. But we'll see. And I got Mr. Joey Man in the chat here with me, so if you got anything additional, Joey, you're more than welcome to add your input if you would like. I know this is kind of new to you, but if you have any input besides what I'm saying, you're more than welcome to have that input.
No problem. I'm learning too.
So I see the concern of the community, because we have a very close friend group. They love this game, and I love this game as well. So I don't want the sense of accomplishment that you get when you shoot a good round in this game to be lost. As you know, Joey, you can get a great satisfaction from shooting anything under par in this game because it's so lifelike.
Yeah, that's one of the good things about it. I hope they don't take that part out, because when you shoot a good score on this game and you feel you have a good feeling about it, it's not too easy.
And I think that's the concern, because I think people feel like they're doing it too much. That arcadey type background where you're like, you can just make it make any putt or anything like that. You can spin the ball in the air, that kind of stuff, which would be kind of silly if you ask me. I never liked it when I played TTC. I never liked it when I played Tiger Woods 14, and I made sure to turn it off. So I get that concern. But I'm kind of waiting to see how they implement it to really give my opinion on it. Because what I would like to see is, for the putt preview, for example, what I would like to see is that they give you the line based on where your ball's sitting. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Throw a step away.
So they give you the line based on where your ball's at. What I would not like to see is...
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that, so I wish they would put out more information about it right now.
Yeah, I guess they're not putting out a release on it yet. This is just coming from those that beta tested the game, I guess. So I'm going off word of mouth on this, and it seems like a lot of people in our friends group is very worried about it. Because it looks like they're going to give you the option to use it, but it's like, if you're using it and I'm not, then that's an unfair advantage for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I choose not to use it, but you choose to, and you shoot better than me because you decide to use it, then that's an unfair advantage for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously it's up to choice, but...
It takes the fun out of it.
Right.
The skill.
So my thing is that you limit it to where you can only use them once, and after that you can't use it again for that hole, or that shot. So you can use it once per shot, but you can only use it once. That would be my compromise. You can't just abuse it. So like, I want to see how it lands here, or I want to see how this putt looks, or whatever.
Right. Well, so far they've cut this game around a real round of golf, and if you can't do that in a real round of golf, they really shouldn't be bringing it in. But if they do, I agree that they should do something like you're talking about.
But this is where I'm coming from. I see where they're coming from. Like, there's people on here that are way worse than what we are. I know that's hard to believe, but there are. I've seen it. Like, there's been people I've played with their ghost ball, and I've beat them by like 40 strokes. Like, I'd be even, and they'd be plus 44. So, you know, and I applaud those people that still enjoy the game after shooting stuff like that. But I see what they're going for. They're trying to make this game more, you know, open to those people that aren't golf nerds.
Right, but yeah, because it's real hard. This game actually is hard enough to keep a lot of people away from it. So I think they're trying to fill that gap.
And especially since they had the tgc or the PGA Tour license, you know, they're really getting. I bet you that the PGA is going to be pushing them to really make money.
Right.
You know, make it sell. So. And that's one thing Dwayne said. He understood that this is all about money. So, you know, I think that's an understanding that people are having. Huh?
I said true. It is about money.
Yeah. But I feel like there's a way that to implement it without it being intrusive. And my theory would be to have it make it so it's limited to one use only, and after you use it, you can't use it again. For that shot. That would be my compromise.
Well, maybe that's the way it'll be.
And that the putt preview is based off where your ball lies and not after you move it and all that stuff. Like, what I don't want is that, you know, you're moving your marker on the green, and then you do the putt preview to see how close you are, and then you could do a little adjustment and make the putt. Like, that's no fun. That would make 50-foot putts feel like 10-foot putts, because you could just adjust it and putt it right and make the putt.
We don't want that.
So
we do not want that.
Yeah, my compromise on that is that you just do it once, and it's based off where the ball is on the green, not where you move the marker and all that stuff. That would be my compromise. You got any?
I think my compromise would be to make an even simpler set of clubs. Like, instead of having 3 sets, have 4 sets and have one easier. That would be my compromise. Because that way you still have everything playing like real golf. But of course, that's
well, I know with the new tour clubs or the master clubs, I've heard that with those you can't have anything. So that's one thing they do is that the hardest clubs, you can't use them at all.
Right.
But at the same time, you know, with these society events and the mixture of what people are using, you don't want to have someone have an unfair advantage going into a society event. So I get that concerned, especially for the society presidents, you know. They're or the TGC tours type thing. So I hear the concern, but I'm waiting to see how they implement it before I lay out the warning bells or stuff like that. Because there's a way they can implement it where it's not that intrusive. It's just there to help those that need it. Yeah, because there's a way to implement it without making this game too arcadey, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, but it's yet to be seen if they can pull it off.
Right. And I'm excited for the new game. Like, the things they're adding, that's great. Like, the skins, I think that's going to be great. The alt shot.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait.
Like
That's gonna
there's
be
some
good.
fun stuff that they're adding, but there's some internal things that are worrying people that they're going to make it too arcadey. So.
Mhm. Well, we can always go back to this. Well, I guess we couldn't go back to this version either, not once they switch over.
Well, that's another thing that's been brought up is, is TGC Tours just going to stay on TGC2, and that's going to be a headache because, people are going to have to own 2 games possibly for
Mhm.
TGC Tours and then one for casual play because I'm guessing a lot of people are going to want to play on the new version to play the new game modes. So hopefully they can figure out all that stuff before release. I mean, we gotta keep in mind we still got a month before release to work out all these kinks. So
I don't know why they don't just release it for like a beta for everyone and then say, well, this version is just a beta for everyone. After 6 months or 3 months, we're going to make changes and re-release it for what everybody wants. That would be the way to go, if you ask me.
yeah, and especially if it's gonna, because I'm gonna guess right now they're probably gonna sell it like a full release game. It's probably gonna be $60.
Oh, yeah. I would imagine so.
But yeah, there's been a lot of stuff. There's been a lot of worrisome about on streams and things that I've seen, and I just wanted to give my 2 cents on the issue and give some gameplay in the background. It's just like, I'm hearing all this concern, which I get, but I'm also right in the middle. I'm like thinking about people that are going to be new to the game that, aren't that efficient at golf, or the people that aren't very good at this game that could use a little help to shoot better scores.
Yeah, I can see the need for it, but I can also see the need for doing it right, because if you don't do it right, you're going to lose customers, and if it's about money, they're just going to go backwards.
And I'm not playing very well because I'm more concentrated on talking than I am playing the game right now, which is okay.
Yeah, I just hit it in the water at Dunholm.
But yeah, I get where the concern is coming from. Like I understand it. I love this game the way it is, but at the same time, we kind of want to make sure it's a game that has a living community for a long, long time. And if that means that we need to bring in some people that aren't really golf nerds, but they still enjoy playing it, it's something like if an addition like that will help.
Well, another thing they could do, if you ask me, is they could make it to where you can enable those helps or aids if they wanted to, and then other people could just say, well, we're not going to play with those enabled in this tournament, and you can go pick and choose which tournament you're in. That would be
that's one thing that's been that's one thing I'm hoping they're working on, that they give the people in the society, like that lead the societies, the choice to have it on or have it off.
Yeah, so that would be the answer to me, because then you got your cake and your too.
Because then you could have your casual societies, you could have your hardcore societies.
Yeah, as long as it's available for somebody, then they won't leave. They'll just pick what they want, instead of making everybody stand in the same box,
Because if that doesn't happen, then you're gonna have to do the. This is how I'm gonna, because in the Tiger games, this is how online matchmaking worked. Like, you can make a private one or a public one, and then you could set your settings of how you wanted it. And that, I think they're trying to implement that kind of thing to the new game, when I look at the website, that's kind of what I get when you get to that online matchmaking part of it, in the private matchmaking. So that might be the way to do it. If we're gonna do something like a special event, like an alt-shot tournament or something, then private matchmaking and online matchmaking might be the way to go. Because then I'm guessing they'll give you the freedom to turn them off and turn them on or whatever.
I can't imagine them not doing that. I mean, we just kind of came up with that here in 15 minutes. I'm sure they've had loads and loads of time to talk about things like that, and they've had to come up with that. I can't imagine they wouldn't do that.
I mean, that's what EA did, and it worked great. Back when they had it on the PS3, it worked great.
Yeah, I bet that's what they do.
But I also hear the concern where Dwayne's like, we're gonna get to where you can do the spin in the air, like, you know how, like you could do there was a special button you could press and like spin your ball whatever direction and all that stuff.
Yeah,
like
that's stupid.
Like I definitely do not want that. Like the last Tiger Woods game, I refused to do spin because it just seems stupid to me.
Yeah, definitely.
Like you can't spin the ball like that in real life.
No, it's spinning after it comes off the club, and you're helpless to touch it after that. Like that's the way it should be.
And then, you know,
that's probably what they'll do. They're not crazy.
Because with the thing about the spin mechanic is that you could change, like, let's say you hit a really bad shot, and you might end up 50 feet from the hole. You could counteract that bad shot and spin it the other direction and turn it into like a 15-foot putt or a 12-foot putt because you spun it hard enough. At least that's how the Tiger Gates games worked. Like that was your way of compensating for a mistake. And that's kind of silly. I mean, the great thing about this game is that when you make a mistake, you pay for it.
That's right. Big time. You definitely pay for it.
I mean, it's okay to use some mechanics from the Tiger games, but you don't want to go overboard, is what my thinking is.
They ought to just have a button that says Tiger mode.
Because you're going to lose if you do that, you're going to lose a lot of people that made this game great as it is.
And they know that, I think. If they don't, they should. Or maybe they could call this advanced mode and the other standard mode or something.
Maybe. Yeah, it's just an issue that everybody's been talking about on streams that I've been watching. I'm like, I need to put my 2 cents out there. Put it out in a public forum and
well, maybe you'll get somebody to chime in with their thoughts. Well, I've done well on Dunholm every time I've practiced it, but I'm not doing well now.
Are you playing your round now, or are you practicing again?
No, I'm just practicing. There is no limit to practicing. You can practice even on the day you play it. You can practice it because you have to go into the society to play it, so it doesn't matter. What Dwayne said.
Oh.
But you can practice as much as you want, as long as you get your round in.
I don't know. If Dwayne said it, that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, no limits.
But that's my opinion on the big hot button topics when it comes to the new game. I'm still kind of worried about these new game modes because they already had trouble implementing the game modes that they have. So
yeah, I hope they work. I hope we're not going to be disappointed. That's another worry.
Yeah, I hope they work. I hope they work well, because especially if this is going to be a full price game, you better work.
Damn straight. Kind of a rip-off, really, that they didn't get it working in this game, because it says right there you're supposed to match play, but you can't.
Right.
Yeah, they better watch that kind of thing. Driving it so well, I just can't. The greens and the wind. Every time I play this course, it's 15 and 20 mile an hour winds, no matter how many times I start a game. $15 miles an hour right now from the left
I'm
to right.
I'm tugging it to the left for some reason today. But do you have anything else to add to the discussion? We can discuss anything when it comes to the new game. That's just what I've heard and what I've noticed on streams that I've watched.
Yeah, I think we kind of covered it pretty well. Since we don't know anymore, it's kind of hard to say anything else. Maybe they'll release some little tidbits before they actually, or some more information before they actually come out with the game.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Can't believe it's already almost August. They should be releasing it within a month or so. I'm looking forward to it. I know that. I think everybody is.
I know I had to leave the stream early. Did Dwayne say anything of consequence on the stream that I need to know of?
Not just the stuff
after I left.
I told you about Zach already playing and about the practice. And nah, he didn't really say too much more.
Right.
They were going to have their administration meeting.
Administration meeting.
It does sound like they're going to. He did say something about something I was interested in. He said it shouldn't be like last time, where he just disappeared and quit playing. He said, but it was just him. He didn't have the time to keep it going. And this time they're going to have like from 3 to 5 people that can.
Right. So it's not just him, which I think it should have been the way it was to begin with.
Yeah. Now they can. On the new game, we know that he'll be able to have people to help him with it. So that's good. That's real good.
Yeah, the admin system is a great addition in terms of society upkeep and things like that. I'm
6 over.
I'm cautiously optimistic about this game. I'll put it that way.
Yeah. I'll probably like it no matter what they do with it. Because when it comes down to it, everybody's going to be dealing with the same changes. So it's not like somebody will have if somebody gets an edge on you because of something, then you have an edge on them too. So,
Right.
That makes it even. Hey, my 3D print is finally finished. It's 67, 52.
Oh, how did that stop short? But yeah, that was. My control stick feels a little off today.
Seems like I'm playing well, but I'm getting red numbers.
I mean, it's not terrible, but just feels a little different than it has been. I'm getting a bunch of slows. one worked out too, though.
I just got a frost.
I hate when chips just stop. I get peeved about that.
Yeah, that's another thing. I hope they fix that. There should be a reason. The reason should be apparent why the chips either does bite or doesn't. Like it's from the rough, so it didn't bite. Or you had an uphill lie, so it did bite, or a downhill lie, so it didn't bite. None of that really manifests itself in the game as it is right now. Oh no, I'm in the water. I went. Dwayne told me I could play my round anytime I wanted to. I thought he meant I could play it today, but I went, and of course the society. It is going to be the elite society, right?
Yep.
Not like another society.
It's
so they're not.
It's in the elite society. Yeah.
Awesome.
You don't have to play your round as a society. It's just easier that way because then you could have the same conditions as your opponent. Because on society rounds you have the same conditions between.
Well, everybody. I think we do have to. I mean, I think it's a rule now, and it's a good one too. You can't. I don't think they'll accept a card from if it's not the society. I don't know how they'll know the difference, but.
No thanks. No. But yeah, I'm excited about the new game. I'm just hoping it works. I'm just hoping it goes. I'm just hoping it comes over well. That's my thing.
Yes, sir. I do know what you mean. They could make the hole a couple of pixels bigger, and I'd be happy. That's another way they could do it.
Well, I think that's regulation size. I think the hole is regulation size, isn't it?
I don't know, but they talked about doing that on the PGA Tour. Of course, they didn't, but I don't know how it compares.
That's one thing. I don't know. I don't know how it compares to regulation. So. Because that's one thing they're worried about. They don't want to lose the simulation part of this game. Like this is pretty close to what actual golf feels like, and
right. That's the point. That is the exact point. Because if they're trying to make it, if it happens in real golf, then that's the way this game is. Or if you can't do it in real golf, they eliminate it here, and that's the way. You even get a break in this game because you can use the scout cam. You can't really use a scout cam in real golf. But they do allow that.
Yeah, you just don't want them to. I think people's worry is that they make it too much like Tiger, then it kind of defeats the purpose of the whole thing to begin with.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's the closest I've ever gotten on this can. Worst I've ever done at Dunholm. 7 over right now.
Wow. It's a weird day. I just hit it slow.
Yeah, I think I hit a couple of those earlier.
Yeah, I'm gonna just I'm gonna re-implement my stance here. I hear the concern, but I'm gonna wait till they see how they implement it before I bring out the warning flags.
Yeah, make this part 1, and part 2 will be after a week of play or something. A new game.
Oh, how'd I miss that?
Well, let's see. This is odd. Awful.
What's with the I'm getting a bunch of slows right now. But it worked out okay. Made the putt though, that's good. Made the putt. There we go. I don't know what was...
Oh man, I'm glad this isn't my real round at Dunholm. My +8. Terrible!
Depends what Zach's shot.
Shit, well, yeah. And what he did on what hole, because I didn't make birdies. I'm going to take about an hour break, grab something to munch on.
Alright, I'll catch
back.
you later, sir.
Alrighty. Talk to you in a little bit.
Alright. Well, we're getting close to the end of the round here. On 17 here. That's a terrible swing. I felt it. Up and over the bunker. Into the straw. We're on the green. No birdie though. Oh! Wow. 3-putt. Get all these 3-putts out of my system. So we go to the last hole. There we go, 275. And we're in good shape after 2. There we go. Down. There we go. Perfect shot. We finished it off with a birdie. $78.73, which isn't bad. Okay, with that I'm going to end the stream though. Thank you for letting me share my opinion, and I hope that you comment on the video with your insight on the new game. And thank you for watching the round, and I will catch you later. Till next time, keep hitting them straight. Catch you later.